Hey, happy Thursday. It's your girl Vocal with AJ Reese. Forgive me for the lighting. The sun is really like doing its thing, so I'm not going to disrespect it and get in its way. But it's your girl Vocal with AJ Reese bringing all the sunshine to you guys. I had a great day today on this Tuesday evening, so I'm tired, but it's a good thing because I started my new role today at my job. So I had a really good day. I really did. I'm learning a lot and taking a lot in, taking a lot of notes. I like to take notes or whatever so I can go back and look back and reflect back and revert back if I need to be able to pull it forward for what I need. So that's enough about me. How are you guys? I hope you guys had a great day. A great day. I hope you did. I really hope you did. But I wanted to come back and talk with you guys. I wanted to do like a part two of the generational curses and the family traditions, or family traditions and generational curses, whatever way we want to switch it, swap it, put it. Hey. But I got a lot of feedback about it, and it was just still how many of you know sometimes after you're done there will be more stuff dropped into your spirit and you will begin to realize like, oh, that was good. I could have mentioned that. I could have talked about that too. Yeah, because it's just so much to it. It's so much to it. And like I said, our whole goal is we want to uncover, expose, and we want to get well. We want to become well-rounded human beings, the way God desired for us to be. So, family traditions can be a beautiful thing, but boundaries, it has to be put into place. It has to be. If not, eventually it's going to fall down. Whatever kingdom you build without healthy boundaries and order set in place, it is going to fall. It, no doubt about it. There is no doubt about it. So, family or no family, without order within the family, there will be chaos. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be confusion. Somebody's going to be offended, and most times it's the ones who like to do the offending who will become offended because of the stand that we begin to take against the things that we realize as our eyes become open, that it's just not healthy. It's not healthy, and sometimes we have a lot of wounds, a lot of sores within us. And sometimes we do these, cheap patch jobs. Sometimes the offenders never say sorry. They never try to redirect or do better. Let's say do better. Do better with the ways that they have about them. They just don't. They just will continue. And if we don't say anything, we will dig ourselves into a deeper wound. And then we're angry and we're bitter and we're upset. And let me just say, I've been there and I'm still working through some stuff. So I'm not declaring and decreeing to be like, oh my God, I arrived, I got it. No, I am getting it. I am getting it. But I'm glad I'm getting it. So I'm speaking from what I know. I'm not coming to you guys with something I'm clueless or just absolutely, it's foreign to me. No, I'm not. I'm getting it. And I am now utilizing it. And I'm going to tell you in the beginning, when you're not used to something, it's uncomfortable. But the more you do it, the more comfortable you will become doing it. So there are just things that you're going to have to start putting in place for yourself, that we have to start putting in place for ourselves. You ever look at organizations and companies and they have that policy manual and they have that handbook on how to conduct business? They have the handbook on day-to-day operations manual. Yeah, it's for a reason. And we need to treat ourselves the same way. We need to be able to allow people to know when dealing with us, these are the things that we expect. And I'm not talking about put up false expectations. That's not what I'm talking about. But sometimes, no, more times than not, we somehow subconsciously in our mind will have these false expectations of what we believe people should do for us or be to us. And a lot of times, unbeknownst to them, they don't even know that these things are put up for them. And I know for a fact that throughout my life, there were expectations that I was expected to do. And I'm like, and I'm gonna be honest, sometimes, like I said, back to that being a giver and having that soft heart for people, they will somewhere in their sick, twisted mind will believe, oh, instead of them saying, oh, that person's a blessing, no, it's, well, how can I use this person? How can I keep dogging them to get all of what I can get? Then the minute you wake up and you start to have that encounter that the Holy Spirit wants you to have, to realize, no, you need to be wise. You need to start using some common sense. All of a sudden, they become very intimidated, very upset with us, very angry. And sometimes they won't even tell you why, because they don't really want to let you know they're upset. You will no longer be a benefit to them because they can't use you no more. And I know I get on this subject of family, but baby, we have to start there, because most times that's where these ill lewd behavior and conduct, this stuff starts from the home. It starts from the home. We call an ace, a spade a spade. We're not here to sugarcoat and stroke and coddle folks in their bad behavior or their wrongdoing. We're just not. We're done with that. It's over. 2022, almost going into 2023. So, as I said before, there are times family can really make you feel like you don't have the right to make choices outside of their approval. I mean, there are times people literally have said to me, "Oh, well, like, what was you doing?" Almost like, "Well, you're not doing nothing, so you can afford to do what I need you to do." No, how dare you? And I'm telling you, I thank God for where I'm at today, and I got a long road to go. I just have to tell y'all, I have a long road to go, because there are times when I think I got it, something will trigger, and that temper in me will rise. And sometimes people get upset because they don't want you to have any type of emotion concerning their bad behavior towards you. But I'm human too. I'm human. I'm not a robot. I am human, and I have a right to my emotions. Now, I ain't say be emotional all over the place all the time. No, that's not what I said. Because even in that, God will give us balance. But however, we have a right to express how we feel. And I'm going to tell you, that was something new for me. Learning how to verbally express out of my mouth, you made me mad. I am pissed. I am angry with you. You know what? I don't even like you. How many of us can be real with that, though? See, I wasn't raised up in that kind of household. I had the life beaten out of me if I ever thought that I was going to speak up or say how I really feel. And then the times I did say how I really felt, I got beat and told I was being grown. I'm not being grown. I'm pointing out the dysfunctions in this house, and it is killing me in the process. I was dying. I'm talking about suicidal thoughts and everything, mental breakdowns because of the abuse I was suffering. People don't want to talk about that, but let me tell you something. We got to talk about it. It's real. We've got to stop this false, rep that we looking to have before the public. It's not real. You know how I know it's not real? Because it started with Adam and Eve in the garden. They were dysfunctional. They were. Their children had animosity towards one another. Where did the animosity and all that come from? One seeing a parent favor the other over the other. See, there are some things that aren't in the Bible that aren't talked about, but it is talked about in other passages in the Bible. So again, a lot of what we see starts from the garden. But the other thing is, we have to take ownership of our stuff. We got to own our stuff. You wrong, you wrong. You can't be right if you're wrong. If you're right, then you're right. Okay. However, God is really tugging on our heart that he's expecting more from us, and he's expecting better from us. Don't give allegiance to anybody outside of Christ. There is no man or woman, boy or girl that is walking this earth that deserve allegiance like that. No, they don't. Because now we make an idol. God don't like that. We owe God everything. Because that's who the all in all is. And yes, we love our family. We love our children, our husbands, our wives, whatever you have in your life. But everything has to have its proper place. It really does. Do you not know that allowing people to run and rule your life and control you and dictate to you your every move? Do you not know that's witchcraft? It's witchcraft. It is witchcraft. People don't have to like it. I don't care because we got some of them up in the family too. We do. And if we be truthful, all families got somebody or a bunch of somebodies that operate under that controlling spirit. That's not God. That's Satan. It's manipulation. It's a lie. I'm just calling it out. And again, you don't have to like it. Some things will be uncomfortable, but it's okay. Long as you realize you're uncomfortable and you got that within you and you need to work on it and do better. That's all. You don't owe me no explanation. It's between you and God. I gotta go to him. You gotta go to him. If you choose to go to him. If you don't, that's a whole nother issue. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But out of witchcraft flows control, as I said, manipulation, fear, intimidation, which puts along with it stress, worry, and anxiety. It's not just one thing. There are so many different things that flow together with that thing. So it's not just for one initial act, but it's several spirits that attach itself to that one thing. So it's like a cluster. You'll have that one thing, which is witchcraft, and then out of it flows all of those other things. And then I'm sure it is way more spirits than that go with it. And it attaches itself, and then there are times it will come dressed in the form of something else to make it appear as if it's something else. It's not really what it looks like. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And some may get a little upset with what I'm about to say, but husbands, is not your place to run over your wife. It's not. Being the head does not mean you bossing and mistreating her and talking to her reckless and doing whatever you want. Oh, because I'm the head. What they say, oh, ye of little faith, and you're very foolish. That's not what the word say. He said, husbands, love your wives as Christ has loved the church. I've never seen anywhere in the word where it said that Christ went around uh, mistreating and beating and abusing and verbally wrecking somebody's life that you claim you love. If you don't know how to be a husband, get around some men that know the Lord that can help teach you what to do. Wives, we are not off the hook. That does not mean you manipulate so you can get what you want. And using your private part is not cute because that's manipulation. Your duty and obligation was already to give him affectionate love and intimacy. So walking around using that to get, whether it's more money or groceries, now you're pimping yourself out like you a prostitute. I know this thing is tight and it sounds harsh, but baby, didn't we say we want to be free and get whole and be well? This is all a part of it. We can't walk around here saying we kings and queens, but yet we living like Satan, and we treating the family members or people we love poorly. We cannot do that. So again, don't think I'm fussing, because guess what? Whatever God gives me is for me first. Then it's for everybody else. I'm not off the hook. None of us are off the hook. But what I did say, we're coming as a conglomerate. We're coming together as a conjoint unit, and we want to do better. We want to see each other well. We want to see each other win. We want to see healthy marriages. We want to see healthy engagements. We want to see healthy working relationships and businesses and ministries and all of that good stuff. But we can't do it if we doing this stuff right here. God doesn't come to itch our ears. That's not what he's coming to do. He's coming to allow us to become seasoned and mature individuals so we can be better humans for this place we call earth and society. Yeah, sometimes we'll see adults walking around and they are yet in the mindset of a 20-year-old. Well, that's because there's a lot that has been missed. And I feel like for me, I'm playing catch up with some things, because one of the things I learned, that when you have been sexually abused, whatever year that abuse has taken place, it's almost like your developmental growth is stops. And it's like now, instead of you becoming a child, you are now thrown into adulthood. And that's what happened with me. So I became very angry because I felt like I missed so much stuff as a child that I did not get, because I was thrown into another arena that I had no business in, because mentally my brain was still growing and developing, and so was my body. But this monster decided he wanted to have a party and do his own thing. But let me tell you something. Judgment comes to all. And all I can say, you got some things you got to pay for. You've got some things you've got to pay for. You really do. You really do. Because that act that was infringed upon me, it scarred me deeply. And it wounded me deeply. So God does not turn a blind eye or ear to things that have happened to his people, his children. That's why I say we got to be so careful. Judgment is coming, and it's coming quick, and it's swift. So we got to be careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. And that's for me first, and it's for all of us. I always include myself. Don't ever think that I'm excluding myself when I come on here doing these videos, because I do not. No, I do not. No, no. 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 And that's real love, and that's real respect. When you got enough respect for your subscribers and for the people that you know can grow and glean and getting things from these videos, that you can tell the truth and not sit up here lying. What I got to gain for that? Nothing. But I do have to answer to him. So, without the knowledge, we don't know and understand what's happening when these things are committed. We don't. We don't. We don't. I've learned so much over the years, and I'm still learning. And thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God. If we begin to open our eyes and pay attention to the patterns and behaviors of these individuals, then and only then will we see it for what it really is. Will we see what? Will we see when the manipulation starts to... Because you'll begin to see the trends and the patterns. You'll begin to see it. You'll see it. I could see it in people. Even people could be standing there and they haven't even said anything yet, and I can feel, okay, they get rage. They trying to muster up the courage to tell me this lie so they can try to get some money or a gift or whatever. Have me, dedicate my time to them to do something. No. When you really listening to the Holy Ghost, and you can feel. He ain't coming down speaking all the time. No, you remain quiet enough on the inside. You can feel that thing when it comes. You can feel. I can feel the spirit of lust from another man or woman, and they have not said a word. I can see it. God will train you how to see and how to hear. I can see it. And you know what I do? The blood, and I don't entertain it. Sometimes we get ourselves in trouble. We playing and entertaining stuff we don't have no business entertaining. And then wonder why sometimes your marriage ended disaster, or your relationship or whatever that could have blossomed into a marriage or whatever. You entertaining stuff you don't have no business entertaining. I remember times Holy Spirit saying, you better not. Go ahead and act like you want to. See, we only see the first layer. We don't see everything that's behind that thing if we commit that act that's displeasing to God. And then after we done, we walk around, we feel shameful and guilt. What do? We do like Eve. We run like her and Adam and go hide. God, like, I see you. I just want to know, do you know where you are? Between you and I, do you know? We ain't worrying about the people. I'm talking about me and you. So those spirits come to kill, steal, and destroy. They do. It sucks the life out of us. It does. And we wonder why we go to bed so tired and drained and worn out. That's why. That's why. Oh, yeah. That stuff can be very draining, but you can have a life of freedom when you say, you know what, God, begin to purge me from the people, places, and things that no longer serves or benefit me in my life and my family and my children. We can't afford to fellowship with all family members and people outside of the family. We can't. Sometimes I'm telling you, it cracks me up. This family over everything. Family over everything. No, no, no. Christ is over everything. And then he will tell me who to attach to and who not. Because who knows? We all know there are some family members, they can be very, very, very draining. Always got something going on. Always got an issue. Or they always making you the issue. You've done something. You've done something. You've done something. It's like, come on now, really? Again? Those are some of those narcissistic tendencies. They don't see themselves, but they keep making themselves the victim, and it's everybody else but them. Then when you point out their stuff, they clueless. They have no idea what you're talking about. Those are the games, the schemes, the lies, the trickery that the enemy loves to play. Loves to play it, but I'm not playing it with you. No, not playing it with you. So what I do, I just go off the scene. You won't see or hear from me. I don't make announcements and stop going on social media making these announcements. Oh, I'm going off. I can't be bothered. Tired of these people. Please stop. You want attention? Stop. Just do it. Just do it and stop all that. We talking about we talking about we grown, right? Oh, okay. So as I close, some unfortunately possess these toxic traits and spirits, talking about these families and friends, and being around them, more than likely it will affect you. It will affect us. These are just some of the things we can't afford to take that risk on. We can't. There are some things that we're looking for God to do for us, in us, with us. And they were just, it's time. It's time to clean. It's time to do a sweep. Excuse me, it's time to do a sweep. And the bottom line is, it's time to clean house. Time to clean house. No, people are not going to like it. They're going to want a full page letter as to why. And guess what? This is the year of, no, we're not doing that. Not doing that either. Not giving one. You want a letter? Get it from the Holy Ghost. He'll reveal to you why. He'll reveal why you got cut. He'll reveal to you why people don't fool with you like that no more. And I'm going to tell you something. Some of these things is going to be real hard to accept and swallow. But guess what? Just because we don't like it doesn't mean it's not true. So, thank you again for always listening to your girl, Vocal with AJ Reese, coming to you on a Tuesday. Listen, you guys drive me. You drive me. You feed me. That's what makes me even more passionate about what I do and believe. So God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your night. Stay safe, as my auntie May say. Stay safe. Remain safe. I love you guys. God bless you. Thursday for sure is going to be the day that I'm going to be shouting out businesses and tagging them in this post. And I want you guys to support and go check them out. So God bless you guys. Love you guys. Don't forget to share it. Click like. Subscribe if you haven't. Pass it on to others. Love you, love you, love you. To God be the glory in everything we do. I'll see you guys, as I say always, Lord willing, on Thursday. Bye.